Welcome to this week's Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. I am covering two cases this week, mom murderers. In 2014, Zakeiya Avery was a 28-year-old mother of four living in Germantown, Maryland. Zakeiya had a roommate, 21-year-old Monifa Sanford, that she had met at church. Their church was called Zakeiya Ministries, and that church practiced exorcisms. On January 16, 2014, one of Zakeiya's neighbors called police to report a child outside in a car alone in front of Zakeiya's house. However, when police arrived, no one was in the car, and no one answered the door of Zakeiya's home. The next morning, the same neighbor called police again to report a car outside with all its doors open and a bloody knife on the ground. Police responded to the home and saw Zakeiya Avery running from the rear of the home. When police searched the home, they found two of her children, 1-year-old Narelle and 2-year-old Zayana, dead in their beds from stab wounds. The other two children, 5-year-old Tanaya and 8-year-old Martello, were alive, but also stabbed. They were taken to the hospital for treatment. Zakeiya's roommate, Monifa, was also taken to the hospital for cuts. Zakeiya was taken into custody, and while being questioned, she told the police that she believed her children were possessed by the devil. She stated that her and Monifa messed up the exorcism and it led to Narelle and Zayana's deaths. The two women were charged with murder and attempted murder. In January 2015, Monifa Sanford pled guilty and was sentenced to a psychiatric hospital. In September 2016, Zakeiya Avery also pled guilty, and she was also sentenced to a psychiatric hospital. On September 27, 2008, a 7-year-old girl was seen walking along a road in Lusby, Maryland. The little girl was half naked and bloody. Police took her to the hospital after she stated that her mother beat her with a bat and choked her. Hospital evaluation of the little girl revealed open sores on her thighs and buttocks, marks on her neck left by a cord or rope, and bruises on her hands and face. When speaking to police, the little girl said that her mom would also hit her sisters, Jasmine and Minette, but they no longer lived with them. 43-year-old Renee Bowman was the adoptive mother of the three girls after fostering them. When police went to her home, she directed the police to a freezer containing the bodies of Jasmine and Minette Bowman. Renee Bowman told police that Minette died of starvation in May 2006, and Jasmine died after her head hit the wall after an argument in August 2006. Investigation revealed that Renee Bowman kept the girls in the freezer for 2 years, all the while collecting money for them from the government. Renee Bowman was charged with murder and child abuse. While in jail, she allegedly told a fellow prisoner that she smothered the girls with a pillow. Medical examiner concluded that Jasmine and Minette died from asphyxiation. In February 2010, a jury convicted Renee Bowman for murder and child abuse. In March 2010, she was convicted to 2 consecutive life terms without parole for the murders, and then another 75 years for the child abuse. Thank you for joining me this week. If there is a Maryland's missing or murdered case that you would like to see on this channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. I will see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.